Hi everybody, let's talk about voting. Um, let's talk about any particular election. Here we're looking at a seat on the school board. There are two candidates running for the open seat, Mr. X and Miss Z. What is the most straightforward way of determining who wins the election? Well, one way of doing it, one of the most straightforward ways, is just the majority rule. But majority rule means that the choice receiving more than 50%. And this is really important that it is more than 50% is the winner. So if they get exactly 50%, they are not a winner. Okay, so if there are 12,256 votes cast for the school board seat, how many votes are required to make a majority? Okay, well 50% is 1/2. So we need more than 1/2. All right, so to find half of these, I just take 12,256 and divide it by 2, and I get 6128. Okay. But I need more than 50%, so I have to add 1. So a majority is going to be 6128 plus 1, or 6129. Okay. All right. Well, now, of course, last year we had a presidential election, and this is majority rule with a twist. The U.S. presidential election, there is the popular vote, which just reflects the number of who voted for which candidate, but that's not how presidents are elected. They are elected by the Electoral College. Those are cast by people known as electors, and the winner must receive a majority of the electoral votes. So it's completely separate from the actual popular vote. Okay, some information about electoral votes. The number of votes equals the number of members of Congress. The electors also represent the District of Columbia. And most states use a winner-take-all system, which means that all the votes of that state go to the candidate with the most popular votes. Okay, but that's not required, and there are a couple of states that will split them up. Okay, so today there are 538 electors. So how many votes are required to take a majority? Well, we're going to take the 538 and divide it by 2, which is 269, which is 50%. Okay. So more than 50% would be 269 plus 1, which is going to give us 270 for a majority. So our answer is going to be 270. Okay, so let's look back on the 2016 election. We skip back to this one because of what happened during this one. There were this many popular votes. Hillary Clinton received this many, and Donald Trump received this many. We want to compute each candidate's percentage of the total popular vote. Okay, well, their percentage, of course, is just going to be their votes divided by the total votes. So for Hillary, we're going to take 65,844,969 and divide it by the number of popular votes, And when we do that, we have to convert it to a percent, so that's 48.52%. Then we'll look at Donald. Okay, he received 62,979,984 votes. We divide it by the number of votes cast to give us our percent, and that gives us 46.16%. So, did either candidate receive a majority? No. Neither received more than 50%. Now, some reasons that this could happen is there could be third-party candidates. There could be, that would be my first thought. So, or there would be write-in votes. So, I mean, there were this many votes cast, so the ones that didn't go to Hillary and didn't go to Donald had to go somewhere. Okay, so this is the popular vote. Now let's look at the electoral vote. Okay, there were 538 electoral votes. We've already established that you need 270 to have a majority. Okay, so we know that Hillary received 227 and Donald received 304. Let's look at their percentages. Okay, so Hillary, if we take 227 divided by 538, then that's 42.19%. Donald, 304 divided by the total number of Electoral College votes cast, and that is 56.51%. Okay, so how did this impact the election? Donald Trump received a majority of Electoral College votes, so he won the election. Now, the reason we chose this example was to show you that winning the popular vote does not necessarily mean winning the election. In our most recent election, Joe Biden received both a majority of the popular vote and a majority of the Electoral College votes, so that was pretty much. So, can a candidate who received less than a majority of the popular vote still win the election? Yes, if they receive a majority of Electoral College votes. And then here's just some notations about that. This has happened 4 times in history, with Hayes in 1876, Harrison in 1888, Bush in 2000, and Trump in 2016.